What's up, good people? I pray that you guys are having a blessed and productive day. I literally pray each and every day that you guys are seeking, relentlessly seeking passion with every breath that you breathe, and knowing that we serve an intentional God. So if you woke up this morning, you woke up for a specific purpose, task, assignment, and obligation. And that alone is enough to light a fire under you, knowing that every single day that the Lord allow us to see is for a reason. Now let's get into it. I do have a message. It's simple but powerful, and it's do not fear or do not be fearful of isolation. Again, do not be fearful. Do not be scared of isolation. Do not avoid isolation. Do not run from isolation. Do not try to escape isolation, especially when God is doing the isolating. A lot of times in our lives, we become distracted and too busy. We have too many things going on around us. We have too many voices in our ear. We have too many people pulling us this way and that way, pulling us that way and this way. And God is constantly trying to have relationship with us, but he can't because it's too noisy. We're too busy. There's too many distractions. There's too many things going on in our lives. And most of it don't even have nothing to do with God. So then God starts to orchestrate a plan to isolate us. And you know what we do? We fight that plan because we have been missing out on relationships, so we don't even understand that isolation was ordained and authorized by God. Amen. A lot of times in life, it's too much confusion simply because we don't do enough personal isolation. We don't step back. We don't take a break. We don't decompress. We don't purge ourselves. We don't filter all of the mess that we have been entertaining and letting into our spirit, into our hearts, and into our minds. So when God isolates, it's not a bad thing, good people. It is tailor-made. And if it's in his will, then we know 100% without a doubt that it's good for us. So don't fight it. Invite it. Embrace it. Allow it to work. Allow it to move and do the thing that God is trying to get it to do so you can be blessed to what? Be a blessing to others. But we'll never get that revelation. We'll never get those answers. We'll never get that confirmation or validation. We'll never get those things that God is trying to present to us. We'll leave so many blessings on the table simply because we do not want to remove ourselves from the things that we have going on in our life. And God is just waiting patiently. He seeks relationship, and sometimes we have to put all those other things to the back burner and trusting that God knows what's best. So good people, I'm going to leave you with this. Sometimes isolation can be divine preparation for your elevation. I'm going to say that one more time. Sometimes isolation can be divine preparation for your elevation. Don't miss out on your elevation simply because you want to fight isolation. If God is trying to work and move, let him work and move. Take your hands off of it. Release yourself. Submit to the things that he's trying to show you. And if you find yourself alone, don't always assume that God doesn't love you or God isn't there or you are abandoned. But just trust and believe that God is working behind the scenes. He is making moves on your behalf. But he needs you in this position and not over there. Don't be afraid of isolation, good people. Trust God, love hard, and everything else will fall into place. I guarantee it. I love y'all. Salute.